On June 21st of 2025, I made a post. Hey chat, what are our thoughts on giving Run and Bun a shot sometime soon? Maybe not soon, but sometime in the future. And about a month later, well, about a week or so later, we did a silly little live stream on the 4th of July as a little kind of fundraiser thing. Did like 7 hours of Blaze Black 2 original for funsies, and I was like, ooh, you know, this kind of got some bite to it. It's kind of got some kick, some zest. I think that once I finish playing Sea of Stars, I would love to have our next big content thing be a nuzlocke. Like, ideally a hard nuzlocke. You know, maybe we work our way up to Run and Bun or something. And the people voted, and they decided that this is the game we are going to play. And almost a year later, here we are. What is potentially one stream away from the very end. 5 fights, I believe. It could be 6, and if it's 6, we'll have to do like a 1-hour stream on Thursday. But it should be only 5 fights standing between us and the last piece of equipment we need to beat this game. Feels very weird to say that. I'm gonna try to run all of the fights today. I should note that though I have the 5th one calced, I don't actually have it written down. I just kind of like figured out the conceptuals of it, but then I'm like, I still got some work stuff I gotta do, so I focused on work for a while, but it shouldn't be too hard to recreate. Yeah, we're gonna try to get there. So, with all that being said and dead, let's review. Say hello to the first of 2 trainers in Meteor Falls, old couple John and Jay. For this fight, we are going to need, in slot 1, Marsh Stomp, though I don't think it actually matters which slot Marsh Stomp is in. Also, encounter tables, Meteor Falls, hold on a second, Meteor Falls, that's BF1, wait, so Meteor Falls, 1 floor 1, oh, that's very confusing, but it does look like everything is level 90, so we'll lead with not Marsh Stomp, because we could run into wild encounters while we're up there. Because Marsh Stomp is only level 80. But, Marsh Stomp, Barraskewda, and then we just need Sneasler and Urshifu. So, the main thing we have to make sure of is that Whimsicott here has Prankster and Tailwind to prevent it from setting up Tailwind if we confer with Tailwind's AI in the AI docs. If I have a Pokemon that is faster than either of the AI's Pokemon, Tailwind is a +9 to be used, which simply means that in order to prevent it from clicking Tailwind, we just have to show it a tasty, tasty fast kill. AI sees a KO and is faster than your Pokemon is a minimum of +12. So, the reason where it's like, even though Barraskewda is faster than Whimsicott, it has Prankster. Prankster activates off Tailwind, makes a priority move. It's very tricksy, so you want to make sure that you don't accidentally trip over your own, your own stuff. Anyways, so we have Marsh Stomp. We are leveling Marsh Stomp up to 80 because it's right about to hit the XP threshold, so we just don't want to have to worry about that shit. So Marsh Stomp needs to be at least 195 HP, but we also ideally want to bait aggro from Lycanroc. So we are pre-damaged to 141. That keeps us out of Rock Slide range, out of Stone Edge range, and obviously puts us within Moonblast range. So, Marsh Stomp clicks Protect, eats both of their hits. We are going to teach Barraskewda Poison Jab, which lets it 1-tap Whimsicott for free. Once Whimsicott goes down, it really doesn't matter which slot they're looking at, but assuming that Marsh Stomp is in slot 1, Lilligant looks at it and sees a 1-hit KO with Energy Ball and only Energy Ball. This prevents it from clicking Sleep Powder, prevents it from clicking Quiver Dance. It also sees a slow KO on Barraskewda, so it's not going to attack Barraskewda because fast KO is preferred over slow KO. So we are going to use Barraskewda to flip turn off of Lycanroc, breaking its focus sash, not that that really matters. And then we are going to hard swap Marshtomp to Sneasler. Sneasler at level 99 is going to take 1 Energy Ball. Assuming it's a critical hit, we lose 283 minus 103, brings us down to 180, and then we're also absorbing a close combat from Lycanroc, which does a max of 131, bringing us down to 49 HP in a double crit scenario. And of course, if Energy Ball drops our special defense, that doesn't matter because close combat is a physical move. Confirming that Energy Ball drops special defense. It does. So we are going to swap Marshtomp to Sneasler, take both of those hits, flip turn to Urshifu. At this point, Sneasler is faster than Lilligant. She has no priority moves. With an Expert Belt, let me just get that set up. With an Expert Belt, we one-tap Lilligant with Poison Jab, and Urshifu is obviously able to clean up Lycanroc with Surging Strikes. We actually want Urshifu here to be level 95. We want to make sure that our Urshifu does not become too high level. We had a line that worked for Dragon Tamer Nicholas that required Urshifu to be level 97. And then we found a line for Triathlete Kyra, I think, where it could only work if Urshifu was level 96. So I had to go back and recook Nicholas to make sure that I could find a path through it where we we keep Urshifu at 96. And thankfully, we found it. And KOing 2 Pokemon shouldn't be enough XP to level up something as high as level 95. So Urshifu plinks Lycanroc. Sneasler. Hi Rose, welcome to stream. Sneasler plinks Lilligant. They both go down. Looking at the Sneasler slot, Clefable sees we fast kill it with Poison Jab. Heliolisk sees we fast kill it with Close Combat and Brick Break. Nidoqueen, however, sees we can't KO it, and it can KO us with Earth Power. So Nidoqueen is going to come in looking at Sneasler, and then looking at Urshifu. Clefable sees a slow KO with Moonblast, and Heliolisk sees a fast KO with Thunder. So Heliolisk is going to come in. Heliolisk enters, Sneasler 1-taps it with Brick Break, Nidoqueen enters, Urshifu 3-taps it with Surging Strikes. In comes Clefable as the last Pokemon. Moonblast, Fire Blast, knock off, Follow Me. Unaware with an Iapapa Berry. Not a whole lot crazy happens here. We just 1-tap it with Poison Jab. And that's the first fight. So what say we get that set up? How we doing, chat? We all having a good day? Okay. So we only need 4 Pokemon here, so I'll bring Vaughn in case we somehow need to sack a guy, and then 1 good flying type. Or 1 good Pokemon that can click fly. Let's also move items, because I don't think we ever actually did that. Correct. Okay. It's like, what am I fine with, like, if something goes wrong and it dies, but it's still useful in combat? And I think the answer is Latias. We'll get Latias. Okay. Yeah, so I think we could put Marshtomp in... So Marshtomp is going to be in slot 2 for right now, but I will move it to slot 1 when we actually get there. Hi, Kessel. Welcome to stream. Welcome to the penultimate big one. I can't believe Saturday is the end of Run and Bun. Presumably. Theoretically, something could go horribly wrong and I have to recook all of my fights and I can't do it fast enough by Thursday, but I doubt that'll happen. I'm still obviously trying to prevent sacking Pokemon for convenience's sake, so. Alright, we go to Mauville. Sneasler probably already has Poison Jab, but We always gotta check. So, P-Jab. Yeah, Sneasler has it, and we have to teach 2v Feign. Drop Crunch for P-Jab. And then we need... Brick Break. For Sly. We don't really need it for Sly, but I want it for Sly. So I forgot how to use Ice Punch, and Sly learned Brick Break. Okay, so teach Bearski to Poison Jab, teach Sneasler Poison Jab, teach Sneasler Brick Break. Now we need to level up Marsh Stomp to 80. Pio, thank you for being the welcoming committee. Wave is going to try to evolve. I will not get jump scared this time. Nice try, buddy. Cutie. Okay. We need Sly up to 99. Yeah, I'm tempted to level up Sophia. I don't know. Huge Gladius indeed. Oh shit, Cap'n Crunch. That name sounds familiar. Aren't you like one of the big kids in the like the nuzlocking scene, or am I crazy? I might just be recognizing your name from Dexcord. Okay. So, top moves, leveled up to 80, leveled up to 99, and now we just need a whopping 2 held items. Also, thank you for the good luck, good luck. Yeah, I yap a lot in Dexcord, that's what it is. Okay. So we need an expert belt on Sly. And we need a Mystic Water on Levi. I don't even think we need the Mystic Water, but like, you might as well. Okay. And now we just got a pre-damage wave to 141. Tools. Scripting. Load recent script. Pre-damage. Slot 2 to 141. And that should be the only thing. Thank you, Gossip Greg. The cold certainty of math indeed, Phoenix. Alright. I'm gonna give Vifane an Asperberry just in case. Like... Or not an Asperberry, we'll give her a Lumberry, since we have so many of those. Just in case something goes wrong, I know there are some guys on this team that have some status moves, and Vifane is actually fast enough with relevant stabs to help us recover if something goes horribly wrong. And Wave, we will give the Everstone, because... yeah, we're not gonna have to deal with knockoff. Well, no, I shouldn't equip items unnecessarily, even if I really want to. Okay, Sophia. Fly us to Fall Arbor Town. Chat, let it be known, my stomach is in knots, but I'm gonna try to get at least one fight done first. Okay, Vifane, Wave, Sly, Levi, Sophia, Vaughn. We don't even need those last two. Lumberry has Poison Jab, has Flip Turn, has Protect, has Expert Belt, has Poison Jab, has Brick Break, has Mystic Water, has Surging Strikes. Is a little cutie pie. Is the notorious dick-sucking bass. Sophia, I'll give you, like, the Twisted Spin. You know what? I'll give you Wise Glasses. When's the last time we got to use Wise Glasses, right? Nah, I should just give you, like, a Citrus or a Lum. How's my Pokemon doing, by the way? Rose is still very much alive. Yeah. She actually even has one more Wobbuffet to slay when all this is said and done. Make sure Vafane is in slot 1. Wild Pokemon levels cap at 90. Correct. And then we'll just, because I believe we don't get spat out directly in front of the trainers. Though, chat, don't let me forget. I need to swap Wave back to slot 2 after we beat this fight. And we have a Pokemon who can click Fly. I should know this because Sophia has already done it twice, but I'm a paranoid woman. Huge wild Pokemon repel check. I lost my Victory Road encounter over that. I've had, I think, 2 flubs, and one flub was shameful where it was I got Slowbronite, and then while I was walking over to pick up to the eject pack, I accidentally bumped into an Absol, and I was like, fuck it, this thing knows knockoff, and I have too many valuable held items, I'm just using a Fluffy Tail. I've been told in the past it's not illegal, it's just kind of shameful, and I'm willing to accept a smirk on my otherwise immaculate record. Don't forget to win this fight. Partizay, thank you for reminding me. I would almost forget. Confirming repel. Deactivated. Activated. Okay. Also, we lost one of our roamer routes to fucking up repels. All right. Switch Vafane with Wave. 5 check. No held item. Nose Protect. Lumberry, which you don't even need. Have Poison Jab, have Flip Turn. Confirming. There's no, like, yeah. No one's gonna try to fuck with a silly little Barraskewda. He's just, Your Honor, he's just a little guy. Sorry, she's just a little gal. Okay. It's literally fine and cool and sexy and badass, and we're gonna have a good time. 10 fights left in the game, chat. Trust in the cold certainty of math. Oop. Sorry, Nighty's House, I have to approve your statement of beat their asses. Forgive my overly sensitive auto mod. So hyped for E4 after that veto fight. Excellent. I'm glad you like that. All right. Sorry, I keep checking. Expert Belt, Poison Jab, Brick Break. Okay, it's cool. Last double battle in the game before the Elite Four. Old couple John and Jay. Out comes Whimsicott, out comes Lycanroc. Out comes Wave, out comes Vafane. So, Lycanroc has Focus Sash, has Endeavor, Close Combat, Rock Slide, and Stone Edge. Whimsicott's only attacking move is Moonblast. It has Encore, Tailwind, and Grass Whistle. It has Prankster. So the idea is that if you don't show it a fast kill, it will set up Prankster Tailwind. Even though Vafane is faster than Whimsicott, we have to make sure we're baiting a kill from it, so that way it doesn't set up the wind. So, Wave is going to click Protect. It is going to draw in hits from both of them. Vafane is going to click Poison Jab and one-tap Whimsicott. Okay. Down goes Whimsicott. Next in is Lilligant. Third Pokemon on their team. Sees a KO into Wave with Energy Ball and only Energy Ball. Notably, it sees a fast kill into Wave and a slow kill into Vafane. This means that Lilligant will only ever be attacking Wave. Lycanroc will still be hitting Wave with Close Combat. We are going to hard swap Wave to Sly. Sly resists Energy Ball, and if our special defense gets dropped, it doesn't matter because we're getting hit by Close Combat, a physical move that we also resist. We swap Wave to Sly. I will not forget Flip Turn, even though I don't need to do it, but I will Flip Turn off of Lycanroc to break its Focus Sash. Do a kickflip. And send in Levi. Energy ball. Good. Close combat. Also good. Did someone say Sneasler sweep? All right. Sly is faster than Lilligant. 1 taps with Poison Jab. Levi is faster than Lycanroc. 1 or 2 taps with Surging Strikes. Sneasler is broken. Please do not nerf. One hit. Crit mattered. Bye-bye, doggy. Now, looking at the Sly slot, there's only one Pokemon Sly does not fast one-hit KO, and that is Nidoqueen. So Nidoqueen is going to come in on slot 1. In slot 2, the only Pokemon that is faster than Levi and sees a KO is Helioptile, or Helios. I forget which one's the evolution. So it is going to come in. Nidoqueen comes in on Sly. And Heliolisk comes in on Levi. Now, at level 99, Sly is faster than Heliolisk. We don't even need to click close combat into it. Brick Break does the job just fine. And with Mystic Water at level 95, I don't even think we need the Mystic Water. Levi 3 taps Nidoqueen with Surging Strikes. This is also a fast KO. Believe in the inexplicable defensive properties of the rat. Last in is Clefable. I don't know what it's gonna do. It dies. It's slow and gets 1 tapped by fucking Poison Jab. We click Surging Strikes for funnies. There are single-digit fights left in the game. 4 battles between us and Body Press. I spent like 3 hours trying to calc that fight at level 95, and it was a real bitch. Now do not forget to open your inventory, even though we can escape rope out, and swap your Swampert with your Barraskewda. Because you're not a fucking moron who forgets to check for repel and use escape rope. Get out of here. Okay. Route 114. What music do we want to listen to while we check out our next calc? Slateport, Old Dale, Lil Root. Verdant Turf sounds nice. Honestly, I kind of want to go to Fall Arbor and just go to the ash fields. So this is the fight I'm a little scared about. I'm pretty sure everything is fine, but it's like, it's one of those fights where if something goes wrong and I somehow did something wrong, it could get out of control. But it's not going to, because I did the math right, and we're going to double check the math that I did right. Hold on, save. I don't know when the last time I saved was. That's fun. Assuming that we do, in fact, have our finale on Saturday, we have a Pokedex with 125 Pokemon in it, and we have done 120. We will do 125 streams. And we open our notes. And we delete the section for old couple John and Jay. Dragon Tamer Nicholas. Hold on. Technically, there's a delineation here. Route 115. All right. single-digit fights left. There are single-digit. I figured out the calcs for the last fight, and I had to stop, and I had to be like, oh shit, that's the last one, isn't it? That's the last calc I have to make, assuming I did everything right. I always have to add the caveat of assuming we do it, assuming I did everything right. Okay. Dragon Tamer Nicholas was a real son of a bitch because we need to keep our Shifu at level 96. Thank you very much for the subscription, Natty House. Also, folks, if you're new here and you want to get a notification straight from the source when we go live for the finale on Saturday, got a link to the Discord right up at the top of chat. I suppose if you're on mobile, it's actually going to be right down there, or if you're on PC, it's right over there. Click it. You can find cute photos of my cat. I don't have much else to offer. Straight from the source, very pure, very pure. They are good leeches. You can snort it even, you really can. All right, so for this fight, we need Electrode, Hisui. We need Slow, Bro. Where are you, Kaylin? There you are. We need Slow, Bro, Mega Bro. Huge Bro, Gargantuan Bro. We need, hold on. There's no way, right? Yeah, there's no way. Okay, good. Funny enough, we need Electros. Replacing Basculegion. We need Greninja. Oh, how we need Greninja. This is Soul's last great contribution to the team. I think. We need Urshifu again. We need Electros. Oh wait, I already wrote that down. And we need Sceptile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So our original plan was we just had. So the problem was that if Urshifu, when fighting Hisui and Gudra, if it KO'd Gudra with close combat, why was this an issue? Right. If we KO'd Hisui and Gudra with close combat, without protective pads, we would proc Gui, which would drop our speed, and then Metagross would come in next. And we were trying to always bait in Latios after Hisui and Gudra. But we aren't able to successfully one-tap Hisui and Gudra with close combat without being at least level 97. But we have to be level 96 if we want to be in the right speed for baiting Gourgeist in the next fight. So, I had to go back and recook at level 96. Theoretically, I don't think we actually need to level up from 96, but it's fine. We can survive KOing 2 Pokemon. Okay, so Electrode needs the Magnet, Slowbro needs Slowbronite, Electros doesn't need anything, Greninja needs the Choice Specs, Urshifu needs, just like the Black Belt. And Ice Punch. We aren't going to click it, but it's just like nice backup. And then Sceptile, I believe, just needs a Cherry Berry. So, at the start of the fight, there is a Gyarados. It has a Wackenberry. It has Intimidate. It's going to open up against our Hisuian Electrode. It's going to see that its highest damaging move is Earthquake. We can't one-tap it with any of our moves because of its Wackenberry. So what we're going to do is click Volt Switch, burn its berry, swap to Slowbro. This is on Earthquake, not Power Whip. Slowbro is going to Mega Evolve and spam Slack Off until we get back to full HP. I do also need to get Icy Wind. Forgot about that. Hold on. Icy Wind. Okay. So, against Gyarados at level 99, we take at most 40% from Power Whip, and at most we will have lost, 39% to Earthquake. So it might take a lot of clicks of, Slack Off, but we will eventually get there. At most, what, like 9? Not even. But yeah, so we get back up to full HP. We then hard swap back to Electrode on a Power Whip. Even if it was somehow on an Earthquake, we would be fine. Even if it was on a Scale Shot, we would be fine. because we still outspeed. But at this point, we are obviously faster than Electrode. It no longer has its Wackenberry. So we do 77% with Volt Switch. We are going to click Volt Switch and swap to Electros, who has been pre-damaged to 142 HP. The reason we are doing this is Electros is very slow. Sandaconda here, highest roll of Stone Edge is 114, less than what we currently have going on. Metagross is faster, has Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt, Explosion, Ice Punch. I needed a Pokemon that resisted Steel, but didn't resist Psychic. 49% is the lowest range for Zen Headbutt, higher than the highest range of Ice Punch and Meteor Mash. So Metagross comes in for a KO with Zen Headbutt. This prevents it from exploding. We hard swap to Greninja on Zen Headbutt. With choice specs, we are able to outspeed and one tap with Dark Pulse. Metagross goes down. We are going to teach Greninja Surf, which means we show a one-hit KO to Sandaconda because it doesn't know we're choice locked. We actually don't out-damage Garchomp, but what we are going to do is pre-damage Greninja to 214. So that way, we're faster than every Pokemon on their team, even Latias. Hisuian Gudra sees Body Press for 214 damage. So, obviously, Sandaconda doesn't see that with Earthquake. Garchomp doesn't see that with Dual Chop. That's like 93 times 2 is what, 186? So it's just Hudra in for Body Press. It comes in, even though it doesn't always see the KO with Body Press, it sees Body Press as the highest damaging move, and that's the important thing. We are going to hard swap to Urshifu. Out of curiosity. Good. Yeah. I'm certain that Gooey doesn't drop your speed when you would, like when they hit you, but there's still a part of me that feels a little bit of fear about it. So just making sure that we still outspeed. Now, we swap Urshifu in on Body Press at full HP. And if we take a crit, 321 minus 106. The lowest HP we can be at is 215. Now, first note I would like to establish is against Latias. Standard Latias, before Mega Evolving, always sees a KO with Psychic. So no matter what, Latias always sees a KO. Now, at 215 HP, oh, that's to establish like if we got minimum roll on Body Press. At 215 HP, let me write this down. Versus Sandaconda, we are going to KO Hisuian Gudra with Close Combat. Proccing Gooey drops our speed by 1, then we drop our defense by 1, then we drop our special defense by 1. Earthquake on Sandaconda, max roll is 192, less than 215. And on Garchomp, high roll of Dual Chop is 91 times 2 is 182, which is less than 215. So these two will never see a KO. It is always Latias, and it is always for Psychic, never Mystical Fire. Latias hits the field going for Psychic. We swap to Greninja. Greninja outspeeds Latias. Now, the important thing is that at level 99, with choice specs boosted, that's standard Latias. Like, hold on, 71% seems like more than I was expecting to do. Now, even though it's a super effective move, Latias is incredibly specially bulky, 150 SPDF. It also has Mystical Fire to drop our special attack and Calm Mind to raise its special defense. But the important thing is that we outspeed it. So, I take a sip of my water. Assuming it literally can't go for Calm Mind, so it won't, but maybe it can. And if it goes for Calm Mind, we hit it once for 182 damage, 182. And then it goes for Calm Mind somehow and it boosts its special defense. And then our second Dark Pulse that we're choice locked into is 122. Min rolls, that comes out to 304, which is more than 289. So even if it somehow learns to click Calm Mind, it doesn't matter. Especially because I don't think it can click Calm Mind turn 1 because we're not choice locked into Dark Pulse yet. Now, assuming we come in, we click Dark Pulse, we do 182 damage, and then it drops our special attack by 1 with Mystical Fire. Same outcome, we do 122 damage, we get 304. So we always 2-tap Latias. Now, assuming we come in, we hit Latias and we flinch it, and then we KO it, obviously we KO, but we need to be accountable, we need to account for our special attack at -1, we need to make sure that Garchomp comes in next. With our special attack at -1, at full HP, Sandaconda sees that Surf one-taps it, barely. We fast one-hit KO Sandaconda. And we can only ever be put to -1 special attack because we hit before he gets the second hit off. Now the important thing is that Garchomp with Dual Chop, assuming we're down, we get somehow knocked into Torrent range, a thing that's like literally impossible. Garchomp, we still never show an out damage with Surf. So Garchomp should come in for Dual Chop. Now, what'll happen is, I think it's possible it can go for Dual Chop, or it can go for Swords Dance, or it can go for Substitute. This might seem really bad, but it should be okay. Slowbro is at full HP after fighting Gyarados. We swap to it. Now, assuming we get hit by Dual Chop, we lose like 21% of our max HP. Boo-hoo. We then click Icy Wind. If it clicks Substitute, we just break the Substitute, and that's just strict upside for us. The main thing to account for here is like, how many hits do we have to take before we can guaranteed KO this guy? Thankfully, anytime it clicks Substitute, it does literally nothing for Garchomp. Assuming it clicks Substitute on the turn, we swap in, and then it clicks Swords Dance. Its attack goes to +2, and then we break the Substitute. It does at most 42%. We do a minimum of 61. It hits us with Dual Chop twice. We hit it with Icy Wind twice. We outpace its leftovers healing. We're fine. Assuming it keeps clicking Substitute, it just keeps lowering its own HP, and we keep breaking the Substitute. I don't believe Icy Wind has a particularly small amount of PP. 15, which is more than Sub. I think Substitute has 10. And also it'll just eventually lose the ability to do it. The important thing is that Slowbro at full HP always lives 2 attack stage +2 Dual Chop max rolls. We can't be crit because of Shell Armor. So yeah. So I guess the one thing I want to do is reconfirm that Mega Slowbro can in fact get back up to full HP versus Gyarados, assuming we come in on critical hit Earthquake. So, Earthquake does 127. So we're 319 minus 127 comes out to 192. We then Mega Evolve and we take Power Whip before we can act. We lose 128 HP. 128. Goes down to 64. 319 divided by 2 is 159. So, 159. So 64 plus 159. We go up to 223, and then we lose 128, and then we gain 159, and we go up to 254. Then we go down by 128 and gain 159, bringing us to 285, and then we lose 128 and gain 159. And of course, this is assuming Power Whip never misses, right? We go up to 316. Next one brings us up to 319. So yeah, it only takes like 5 slack offs, because I have to remember that we don't actually even need to act with Slowbro. We just have to get back up to full. Yeah, okay. Cool. Nice. All right. Checking something really quickly. Man, that's a lot of people. Okay. Does this team have a guy who can fly? No, it doesn't. But that's fine. We're already in Fall Arbor Town. Oh yeah, and I'm just teaching Urshifu Icy Punch, Ice Punch as a backup in case something goes horribly wrong with Garchomp, and like we need someone who can click a high power ice move. Also, we can sack Electros if something goes wrong, which is always nice to have a built-in sack guy. Electrode. Slowbro. Electros. Though we don't want Electros, actually, because we need to fly somewhere, so we'll get you later. Greninja. Here, get you right there, and then you right there. Then I'm holding Levi. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, we KO Garchomp, and then in comes Sandaconda. Sorry, I did skip the last step, right? Which is that we KO Garchomp, last in is Sandaconda, Sand Spit, Papa Berry, is whatever. We swap to Sceptile, we have a Cherry Berry, we live Stone Edge, crit max roll, we one-hit KO with Leaf Storm. Not particularly complicated. We just want to make sure that Sandaconda goes down after Garchomp, because obviously that could be problematic. Also, of course, from, Greninja's pre-damage, we can obviously live one critical hit max roll Mystical Fire. It's all fine, it's all good. We're having a good time. We're having a good time, chat. Oh, there are cats. There are creatures in my domain. Free of charge. A creature. Okay, get down, Mr. the Creature. Who was I grabbing last? Sceptile? Come on, Thessalia. Okay. So, Sophia, if you could fly us back out to Mauville. Oh god, we're gonna have to take the long, annoying route to get back to. We have to, because we don't have fly, and we can't actually, using the escape rope, we can't backtrack out the front of Meteor Falls because of Meteor Falls gauntlet geometry. So we have to take the long way back to Rustboro, which is fine. Nice punch. Shifu. Cat, that's my cat. That's my bunny cat. Stop that. Feed her. That's my fucking... Hold on, I have to take something from an animal. He wanted to claim my funny bunny hat. It's got these like big long danglies, so he bit that. Fuck it, chat, we're cute maxing. I am the bun who runs. Which is to say, I am deeply fearful of all things. If someone redeems Show Beast while the Beast is already on screen, you put a BNG of the Beast on the stream? No, because that takes too much time. If I learned Ice Punch. Okay. Now we need to use Icy Wind. Drop Surf. Because, yeah, it does that, and then it's if it goes for dual chop while behind a substitute, we break the substitute, and we take a dual chop. Yeah. I don't know why I'm, like, so nervous that my slow-grow math against Garchomp is wrong. It's literally correct. And then Surf. Greninja. It's not even to click, it's just a threat. I don't think we currently have choice specs. I think we have Band and Scarf. Yep, okay. Happy Pride to you, Nico Slayer. Alright. Skit. Oh boy, the cats are running. I might need to chase the cats out and close the door. I'm nervous that they might like kick out a cable because they really like to sprint at each other, max speed, and they have pulled cables out of walls before. So 1 second. Beloved creatures, please do not. Please stop causing a ruckus, my sons. Cedar, why are you poofed at me? Ungrateful children, I swear. Distant yelling at cats. Like Cedar poofed up his tail and I don't know why. Alright. Flight back up to Fall Arbor. Grab Electros. Oh, Jane, your continued existence is so inexplicable. We step back out into the ash fields. Nice. I just like the music out here. Okay, so equip items. Circumfery. Magnet. Kalen. Sloper Knight. Jane doesn't need anything. Soul gets the choice specs. Levi. You can give the expert belt. And Thessalia just needs... I'll give you a Lumberry just for funsies. Okay, now we basically have to level up everyone but Urshifu. And we level up Urshifu a single time. So let me just one tap. Get Circumfery up to 99. I assume? Yeah. Normally I write my level ups in order of which Pokemon, like just in party order in my notes, but I guess I didn't this time. Okay. Gren's 99. And Thessalia to 99. Magnet, Volt Switch, Icy Wind, Slack Off, Sloper Knight. No held item, you're just here. Choice specs, Surf, Dark Pulse. Expert Belt, Close Combat. Level 96. Lumberry, Leaf Storm. Lumberry, Leaf Storm. Charmed. Okay. Now for our pre-damage. So, Greninja is in slot 4. Pre-damage, slot 4 to 214. Pre-damage, slot 3 to 142. Bun hat. Oh, Pio, have you really not seen the bun hat before? Yeah, no, it's my floppy loppy hat. Girlfriend got it for me when she went up to Snow Place in California. Okay. Confirming an Electros at level 99. 114 to Stone Edge. 142 to Zen Headbutt. Good. Yes. Garchomp. No, I haven't. You're the disembodied voice. I feel like we've had this conversation like 4 times recently. Expert belt. Export, import. Cool. Okay. It's fine. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time and it's fine. Greninja, level 99, against Hisui and Gudra is 214. Garchomp doesn't see that. Sandaconda doesn't see that. Latios doesn't see that. We're having a good time and it's fine. Nodding. Someone's got to believe it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the fact that Circumfery has static. That doesn't affect anything. Magnet. Volt Switch. Slowburnite. Icy Wind. Slack Off. Level 99. Level 95. You're just here. 214. Choice Specs. Surf Dark Pulse. Expert Belt. Close Combat. Lumberry. Leaf Storm. Cool. Alright, we're sending it. I say we're sending it. It's still like a solid 3-minute walk to get there. Sceptile's call is cool as hell. I concur, Phoenix. I agree. Hi, Curses. Welcome to stream. He's scary out here, but we're doing our best. We have 4 fights left to go. Repellent is deactivated. Repellent is activated. Okay. I'm just checking the trainer battle sheet real quick. Just to make sure that it doesn't say, like, yeah, there's no gauntlet or anything. There's no little notation. Okay. It's cool. Okay. So for level ups, Electrode, 99. Slowbro, 99. Sceptile, 99. Greninja, 99. Urshifu, 96. For pre-damage, Greninja, 214. Electros, 142. Greninja knows Surf. Knows Dark Pulse. We taught Urshifu Ice Punch for fun. Kalen knows Icy Wind. Magnet. Slowburnite. No held item. Choice Specs. Expert Belt. Lumberry. We're fine. Cold certainty of math. 4 fights left to go. Just confirming. Highest roll is always Earthquake. Okay. Cold turn Geomath, send it. This is where we dragon users do our training. The champion even visits. Now, do you see how special it is here? The champion does have a dragon. Both of them do, if you think about it. Dragon Tamer Nicholas. Out comes Gyarados. Out comes Sir Comfrey. Intimidate procs, drops our attack. It doesn't matter. Volt Switch is a special attack. We are faster than Gyarados. Its highest damage move is Earthquake. We are going to click Volt Switch and swap to Kalen. This consumes its Wackenberry. All right. We hard swap to Kalen on Earthquake. No crit. It's going to go for Power Whip. We are going to Mega Evolve and slack off until we are at full HP. Hey, I'm walking here, says Dusk Phoenix. And is very funny, and I did laugh. We cannot be crit. We heal more than she deal. All we needed were 2. Okay, it's going for Power Whip. We are going to hard swap back to Sir Comfrey, who takes at most 53% from a Power Whip crit. We swap to Sir Comfrey. All right, we are faster than Gyarados. Now that its Wackenberry is gone, we do full damage with Volt Switch. We are going to Volt Switch to Electros. We are going to send in Jane. First thing that sees a fast kill on Jane is Metagross with Zen Headbutt and only Zen Headbutt. Confirming, we are at 142 HP. Lowest roll of Zen Headbutt is 142. Highest roll of Ice Punch is 105. Highest roll of Meteor Mash is 94. This stops it from exploding. Zen Headbutt is a Psychic-type move. Greninja is immune to those. We swap to Soul. We are faster than Metagross. None of its moves have priority, and with Choice Specs, Dark Pulse is barely a one-hit KO. Get scared, get scared, get scared, get scared! We are faster than every Pokemon on their team. The only one that sees a KO on Soul is Hisuian Goodra with Body Press. Confirming. Hisuian Goodra into Greninja. Highest damage of Dragon Pulse is 171. Highest roll of Fire Blast is 73. Highest roll of Heavy Slam is 109. Highest roll of Body Press is 214. So, it is only ever Body Press. The lowest roll of Body Press is 180, which is still above the highest roll of Dragon Pulse. We swap Soul to Levi. We always live Body Press. We also don't take a lot of damage from Body Press. It did crit. Thankfully, we were fine if it crit. Even after dropping our speed, and even after dropping our defenses, so dropping our speed from Gooey, dropping our defenses from close combat, we still do not show a KO to Sandaconda or Garchomp. It is always Latios next. We kill with close combat. Urshifu at defense -1. Spadef -1, 219 HP. Gooey drops our speed to be speed -1. Next in is Latias. Latias sees a KO with Psychic and only Psychic. You know who's immune to Psychic? Latias Mega Evolves. Its ability remains levitate. It's just a stat boost. Cutie pie. We do 60% or 62% with Choice Specs boosted Dark Pulse. Even after Mystical Fire dropping our special attack or Calm Mind boosting its special defense, we always get a 2-hit KO with Dark Pulse. And it's fine if we crit kill or we flinch it, like, it's always okay. Because even with -1 special attack, thanks to Choice Specs, we still threaten Sandaconda with a kill with Surf. So it should always be Garchomp in next. Good. Out of curiosity, 78 times 2. 156. Cool. It always sees a KO with Dual Chop, so it never goes for Sword Stance or Substitute. We are going to swap to Kalen. Loud. Ow. Ow. Garchomp can go for Sword Stance, and it can go for Substitute. It's fine if it does either. We are going to click Icy Wind. Makes sense. Even at +2 attack, it at most can do 134 damage to us with Dual Chop. Right, leftovers. I saw the like item proc and I'm like, did I forget about something? No, we were prepared for that. Excellence. Down goes Garchomp. Last guy on the field is Sandaconda with Earthquake, Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, and Glare. It actually doesn't see a KO with anything, so I think it's basically guaranteed to set up Stealth Rocks this turn, especially since we're slower than it. Either way, we're going to swap to Thessalia. No matter what it goes for, Thessalia always lives and can then KO with Leaf Storm. Three trainers stand between us and Body Press. Oh no, Sandstorm! Not at the end of the fight. Okay. Good fight, good fight. I'm proud of that one. That was a real pain in the ass. So we do have to do the long walk back because we can't actually fly or double our way back. And there are items we need to pick up in Meteor Falls. We'll just do it on our next cycle through. Okay. Okay. We're making progress. We are making progress. God, remember Rustboro City? Been a long fucking minute. If you could heal my guys, please. Okay. For this next fight... Do I need Zephynia? I think I need Zephynia, don't I? Oh, well, hold on, let me... Also, that's the last fight in Meteor Falls. So... Let's delete that header. So, hold on. Togi, Exca, Armaldo... That's right. Togi, Exca, Armaldo, Urshifu, Polt, Sept. Okay. Yeah, so we do need Polt. Easy. Argyros. Believe it or not, Tucker, who's also going to be relevant later, by the way. Big fan of Tucker continuing to provide value somehow. These late game fossils, low key, kind of sick. Urshifu, Pult, and Sceptile. Love to see Tucker the Survivor coming in. Genuinely though, like, has been really useful for a bunch of these trainers. Okay. Zephinia, fly us to Verdanturf Town. Just to mix up the OST while we do our prep. Why do I have a bunch of ats in Discord? Hold on. Hold on. Turtle, what the fuck is that? Turtle, what is that beige? Huh. Yep. Hold on a second. Checking things. Alright, cool. Anyways. So next up we have Triathlete Kyra. Or Kira. As established, we need Togedemogi, Excadrill, Armaldo, Urshifu, Dragapult, and fucking Sceptile. Okay, we are going to, yeah, we get to level up Maisie to 99. That's fun. Interesting, she does have slightly more HP than this Togedemaru. Out of curiosity. Okay. I don't think Endeavor is at all affected by, like, I'm pretty sure it's just highest, like, it sees it as a highest damage move. Assume Endeavor just sees damage percent based on the HP diff, right? It's not a random flat plus 6 to click. Because I do need to confirm that. I don't think it... Actually, no, it doesn't fuck with anything because Excadrill's already pre-damaged so low. So yeah, and it doesn't heal you. It's not Pain Split. Okay. Excadrill at level 99 with Choice Scarf. Togedemaru at level 99 with Citrus Berry. Armaldo at level 99 with Shed Shell. And Rock Tomb. Urshifu with a Jaboka Berry. For the funnies. It's actually not for the funnies. It's kind of tactical. Because we don't need... we already have, like... I think we have... Is it 3 Jaboka Berries? Hold on. I think we have 3. I think we, like, harvested 4. Or we might only have 2 right now, but still. Yeah, no, we did harvest 4. Like, we don't even need the other Jaboka Berries, because we just unlocked Rocky Helmet, and the only place we needed a Jaboka Berry or 2, we would have done with Rocky Helmet, so we're fine. Okay. So, Urshifu with Jaboka Berry. Dragapult with Choice Specs. And a Sceptile with, I wrote Asperberry. I think I understand why. Yes, we'll just do Asperberry. Or we'll do Lumberry once again, because why not? Okay, so First up, Battle of the Togies. Zing Zap, Iron Head, Endeavor, Reversal. It has Sturdy and a red card. Red card says if you deal damage and if you hit them with an attack and they survive the attack, you get swapped out to a random Pokemon on your team. That's bad. Sturdy says you can't one-hit KO. Now we could just get around this by having Mystic Water or Shifu click Surging Strikes, but I have a better solution. Turn 1, we click Spiky Shield. It clicks Zing Zap into our Spiky Shield, taking damage. Once it has taken damage, it has broken its Sturdy. Notably, that is not a red cardable offense, so it doesn't swap us out. It then sees highest damage as Zing Zap, or maybe somehow Endeavor, but I don't think that'll happen. Yeah, no matter what. I don't know how much HP it loses off the top of my head, but I'm just making sure it doesn't accidentally proc Reversal, and it doesn't. So, we take Zing Zap, we Spiky Shield Zing Zap, it loses some HP, it goes for Zing Zap again. We swap to Excadrill, who is immune to Zing Zap. We are faster than Togedemaru. Do I even really need the Choice Scarf here? Yes, because Iron Head can flinch. Okay. With Choice Scarf, we are faster than Togedemaru. We broke Sturdy with that Iron Barbs earlier, so it can't, so High Horsepower can KO. Because we one-tap it, that means that red card never procs, so Excadrill gets to stay on the field. You might remember this with Urshifu KOing a Caporaja during erratic weather. Togedemaru goes down, and Excadrill with 297 speed is slower than Swellow, slower than Dugtrio, faster than Guergeist, faster than Simipour, faster than Infernape. We are going to thus bait in the first thing that sees a fast kill on us, which could be Dugtrio. But I think it'd be cooler if it was Swellow. So we are going to pre-damage down to... We technically don't even need to go to 114. Yeah, we just need to go to 135. But point is, we go down to at least 135. Swellow comes in, sees that its highest damaging move is Boom Burst. We are going to swap to not Armaldo, but Togedemaru, who always lives from full HP, 1 critical hit Boom Burst, and can then get off a Fake Out. Swellow is then choice locked into Boom Burst. We are then going to swap to Armaldo. With the chip damage from the Fake Out, Rock Tomb is able to secure a KO between the 2 Boom Bursts. So we take the first one, then we take the second one, then we KO. Now, we need to confirm the lowest amount of HP we can have in this scenario and the highest amount of HP we can have in this scenario. So 268 minus 105 twice is 58. 268 minus 124 twice is 20. The next thing that is faster, the first thing that is faster than us is Dugtrio, who sees a KO with Earthquake at 126 max roll, 106 min roll, which is higher than 158 for max HP. Also sees KO with probably most rolls of Night Slash, though potentially none. And most importantly, 0 rolls of Reversal. So it never clicks Screech, it never clicks Reversal, it is always Earthquake or Night Slash. Truth be told, actually, if it clicked Reversal, that wouldn't be an issue. It would just mean we need to fiddle with our Urshifu pre-damage slightly. Armaldo is holding the Shed Shell, which means we can swap out even though this Dugtrio has Arena Trap. So we hard swap to level 96 Urshifu on either Earthquake or Night Slash. Confirming both of those moves cannot miss. Can't miss. Can't miss. Cool. Urshifu takes damage, eats its Jaboka Berry, does 12% to Dugtrio, breaking its Focus Sash. We can then secure the KO with Aqua Jet. This serves 2 very important roles. One, it breaks Dugtrio's, we're able to kill Dugtrio easily without needing to use, Surging Strikes or a Choice Scarf. And we finish this exchange without holding a Choice Scarf. So, Dugtrio goes down. This is the reason that we needed to keep Urshifu under-leveled, is because Gourgeist has a speed of 244. At 96, Urshifu has a speed of 243, and we want Gourgeist in next. If we are 1 level higher, odds are good that we just bait in Infernape instead. Actually, no, we would bait in Simipour. That could have been good, actually. No, it's not, because I do want Simipour to be an interstitial between these two. So, Gourgeist comes in against Urshifu. We have pre-damage so that no matter what damage we have taken, we always show a KO to Power Whip. And because we eat our Jaboka Berry to break Sash, we are no longer holding an item, which means it can't click Poltergeist because it's an ineffective move. So, it has to go for Power Whip over Explosion or Destiny Bond. We hard swap to Dragapult. Dragapult, of course, always lives Power Whip, and because we're never getting hit by Poltergeist, we don't need to worry about getting hit by Poltergeist. We are faster than Gourgeist, we have choice specs, we can one-tap it with Shadow Ball. At which point, Simipour sees that we one-tap it with Draco Meteor, and Infernape sees that we one-tap it with Draco Meteor, which means they send in the first one of the two, which is Simipour. Simipour hits the field, realizes that we are choice-locked into Shadow Ball. We still threaten a fast 2-hit KO, so it can't go for Nasty Plot, so it has to go for Ice Beam. We swap to Togedemaru, who always lives Ice Beam and Boom Burst with its Citrus Berry, and then has enough HP afterwards to always bait either Hydro Pump or Nasty Plot. Let us double check that math. So, 263 divided by 4 is 65. So if we just delete that, 65 plus 263 comes out to 328. So that is Togi's functional HP. Assuming we get hit by critical hit Boom Burst, we lose 193, bringing us to 135. And against Simipour, assuming we get hit by a critical Ice Beam, we lose 69, bringing us to 66. Non-crit Ice Beam max roll is 46. Grass Knot obviously doesn't do anything. So it has to go for Hydro Pump or Nasty Plot. Worth noting also, if we get frozen, it's guaranteed to go for Nasty Plot. No, I think it could still go for Hydro Pump if it sees kill. It doesn't matter if it goes for Nasty Plot is the important thing. We just need to make sure it doesn't go for Nasty Plot on the turn we swap to Togi. So it goes for, we'll just assume H-Pump. We swap to Sceptile, who obviously lives Hydro Pump. We are then faster than Simipour. We one-tap it with Leaf Storm from full HP. Easy peasy. Last in is Infernape, who sees kill with like at least close combat and Fire Punch, and maybe U-turn and never Thunder Punch. The important thing is that it's never Thunder Punch. Now, there is theoretically a world where Dragapult gets hit by critical hit, max roll, Fire Punch, and burn, and gets hit by a critical hit Power Whip on Gourgeist earlier. If that is the case, we probably have to sack someone to safely get Dragapult in to make sure that it can secure the KO. Or honestly, we could just take the risk, hard swap to Dragapult, and if it fails, the free swap to Excadrill does do it. But the idea is we swap to Dragapult, we take one hit from a move, because, you know, even if it doesn't do a thingamajig. Hold on, we're level 99 too, I did forget to mention that. At level 99, Draco Meteor does 93%. This Infernape is holding a Life Orb. If it goes for close combat when we swap in, that's fine, because then it'll hit us with Fire Punch on the following turn, which will then make it take the extra damage it needs to knock itself out. Yeah. And that's the line. So we just need to confirm our Excadrill pre-damage of 135, which we already did, because Excadrill into Swellow, highest roll of Hurricane is 106, lowest roll of Boom Burst is 114. Urshifu at level 96 needs to show Power Whip is 212, 212, plus the lowest roll of Night Slash is 24, 236, and assuming, I did write that down correctly, that we take a critical hit, max roll Earthquake, we lose at most 181. Just drops us to 55. Doesn't matter how low our HP goes, because Gourgeist functionally only has one damaging move. Sorry, I'm whistling. It's a joyous time. Going to bed, but leave you on. Thanks for streaming, dear streamer. Happy to provide. Pyo. Crazy that, like, of the 3 planned sacks in the last couple streams, only 1 happened, I think. So it's complicated, right? It was in Victory Road, there were 4 scenarios where I said it was possible for us to have to sacrifice a Pokemon. That, like, our line isn't airtight, and if things go bad, we have to sack a guy. And only 1 of those was a guaranteed we needed to. I thought 2 of them were. But it was only the 1, because Havara lived. All right. Let's get our squad assembled and get in there. And this team does have a flyer in Dragapult. Let me check something. Okay. All right, lock in. I think we already have the full squad. We do. Did we get rid of everyone's items? We did. Okay. Armaldo, do you know Rock Tomb? No. Drop, rock, smash. Yeah. Okay, that's the only move we need to worry about. Now we gotta do some level ups. Okay, get Maisie up to 99. Get Argyros up to 99. Get Tucker up to 99. Do not touch Levi. Cool. Awesome. Way to go. Sorry, the spirit of Sonic T. Horheg possessed me for a moment. Right. Citrus. Argyros. I believe we currently have a scarf, don't we? Because we traded our band. Nice. Zephynia gets Specs. Thessalia needs a Lumberry. Tucker gets a Shed Shell. Levi, it gets a Jaboka Berry. If hit by a physical move, it will hurt the attacker a bit. Crazy that this is the first one of these we have used since, what'd you call it? Weather Institute. We haven't needed to use any of our row-ups. Okay. You've got Spiky Shield, Citrus Berry, you've got Choice Scarf, High Horsepower, you've got Shed Shell, and Rock Tomb. You bug. You're Rock Bug. Why is Leech Life on top? You've got Jaboka Berry and Ice Punch. And Aqua Jet is the important one. You've got Shadow Ball, you've got Draco Meteor, and you have Fly. I'm gonna teach you Surf for funsies. Because Surf doesn't fuck with anything. I just feel like it would be more useful if something goes wrong in this fight. Okay. Just gotta do a little pre-damage. So pre-damage Exca, so slot 1 to 135. Confirming. Yeah. And pre-damage slot 4 to 236. All right, shit. Back to Fall Arbor Town we go. Yeah, we're good. Wait. I did something wrong here. Okay, let me heal and redamage. I'm like, hold on, Togedemaru shouldn't be at an HP range that would pre-proc its Citrus Berry. We're not doing unburdened strats. Pre-damage slot 2 to 135. Pre-damage slot 4 to 236. There we go. And really quickly, before we even do any of that, let me open that and then minimize. Give me just a second to get the drive open. People who know Run and Bun, can you confirm for me that there are no more trainers in Meteor Falls? That I am safe to walk around to go pick up the Rocky Helmet and the Dragon Gem? Okay, so we beat Nicholas, we go down on the right, which lets us get these items, yeah. Yeah, it's not too fancy. I was going to say, all documentation I can see says that there are no more trainers in Meteor Falls. It's weird that there's 2 right at the front, and then I suppose there's not much else to guard, really. So we are safe to loot the place. Repellent is deactivated. Repellent is activated. What cry was that? Was that Corviknight? I feel like that was Corviknight. Alright, Maisie is level 99 and thus immune to wild encounters. Past you. I know we already fought, but it's my paranoia that I always have to say before the last trainer I fought. Cool. Okay, I guess, let me check. Oop. Yeah, I can just literally walk to the right and get there. No whimsy puddles for me. God, I love that all the terrain in here is purple. Genuinely maybe one of the most beautiful places in all of Pokemon. Fun fact, in original Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, this is the only room in the game where you can encounter Bagon. And I think it's the only encounter there, or it might also have, like, Zubat, because of course it does. We don't need the Dragon Gem, but we may as well grab it, like we're already here. What we really want to get is this little item. What if Maisie twice? What if every time you hit Maisie, you lose a quarter of your max HP instead of an eighth? And that's why you don't get the Rocky Helmet until the end of the game. Oh, the damage she could do. Okay, now we go down here. Oh, hi, turtle. Are you ready to see Maisie have her Shadow the Hedgehog moment? There's nothing else down there. Okay, now let me go up to Route 115 to make sure we aren't immediately spat out into the trainer. Even more than an eighth? It's 7/24ths, is it? How does that work? Rocky Helmet is 1/6? That's fucking crazy. I also definitely think every time I fought a guy who had Rocky Helmet, I was calcing wrong. So thank God I was never punished for that. 7/24ths a turn. All right. Final vibe check. Maisie at full HP with a Citrus Berry. Knows Spiky Shield. Argyros with a Choice Scarf. Has high horsepower. And pre-damaged to 135. Confirming. Yep. And our Choice Scarf boosted speed is slower than Swellow. Cool. Tucker has the Shed Shell, has Rock Tomb. Levi has Jaboka Berry, has Aqua Jet, has Ice Punch, not that it matters. Zephinia has Choice Specs, has Shadow Ball, has Draco Meteor, and Thessalia has the Lumberry and the Leaf Storm. Man, I feel kind of bad for Rose. Thessalia did kind of come in and overtake her as our resident Leaf Storm bot. But unfortunately for her, like, Sceptile is just so fast. Scarf, Shed Shell, Jaboka. Yeah. All right, Cold Certainty of Math. Out comes Kyra. Out comes Togedemaru. Out comes other Togedemaru. So we need to break its sturdy without proccing its red card. To do so, we are going to click Fight. We are going to click Spiky Shield. It's going to attack into our Spiky Shield, lose a little bit of damage. Okay, it is now going to go for Zing Zap again. We are going to swap to Argyros, who is immune to Zing Zap. We are faster than Togedemaru, thanks to Choice Scarf. High horsepower does like 400%. Bonk. Because of our pre-damage, we bait in Swellow. It is the first thing that sees a fast KO on us. It has 3 moves and Choice Specs. U-Turn, Boom Burst, and Hurricane. Good. It only sees Boom Burst as its highest damage move. We do not guaranteed KO it with Tucker, so we are going to swap to Maisie, who always lives at least 1 hit, to get in some chip damage with Fake Out. Okay. We click Fake Out. Flinched. Did like 14%. It has to click Boom Burst because it's locked into Boom Burst. We swap to Tucker. Tucker can't be crit and always lives these. We click Rock Tomb. First thing that sees a fast kill on Tucker is Dugtrio. It sees a KO with Night Slash and Earthquake, so it's gonna click one of those at random. Point is, it never clicks Screech. And we have Shed Shell to let us swap out despite its Arena Trap. Dugtrio is going to hit Levi with a physical move. Does not need to be contact, so Earthquake still procs Jaboka Berry. Case in point. Dealing damage to Dugtrio, breaking its Focus Sash, and setting it up to be KO'd by Aqua Jet. Down goes Dugtrio. Because we are level 96, because we went through all that fucking work, Gourgeist comes in next. Gourgeist against Levi sees a KO with Power Whip, and lowest roll is 212. Hell, even if we still had our Jaboka Berry, the highest roll of Poltergeist is only 115. It's always going for Poltergeist, Power Whip, never Explosion, never Destiny Bond. This is a pseudo free swap to Zephynia. As long as Power Whip doesn't crit, we're definitely safe. Even if it does, it needs to be like a max roll. Swap to Zephynia. No crit, we're fine. Okay. We are faster than Gourgeist. Choice Specs lets us one tap with Shadow Ball. We threaten Simipour with a one-hit KO with Draco Meteor. We threaten Infernape with a one-hit KO with Draco Meteor. So they're just going to send in the first one in party order, which is Simipour. Simipour has Gluttony and a Pitaya Berry. It has Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Nasty Plot, and Grass Knot. Thanks to our choice specs, we do still threaten it with a fast 2-hit KO with Shadow Ball, preventing it from clicking Nasty Plot. So it has to click highest damage move, which is Ice Beam. We are going to swap to Maisie, who always lives Ice Beam and then baits either Hydro Pump or Nasty Plot. We don't care if we get frozen. Maisie enjoys her special snack. Maisie is here and on the attack. Maisie will swap back to Sceptile. I don't have anything else for this rhyme. Sceptile takes at most 26% from Hydro Pump. Cool. Well, okay, that's without crit. But it didn't crit. We are faster than Simipour. Without a held item to boost it, we one tap with Leaf Storm. Drops our Spatak. It'd be really funny if Infernape choice locked itself into U-turn. In comes Infernape. It has Iron Fist and a Life Orb. It knows Close Combat, it can't choice lock itself. Close Combat, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and U-turn. We are going to swap to Zephynia, who always lives these moves. We do not care if Zephynia takes a Fire Punch burn. We swap to Zephynia. That Life Orb damage was the thing that mattered, because it now guaranteed that we KO with Draco Meteor. Two fights. Man, I'm moving with like some degree of assuredness. Like, I never want to say I'm confident because like that's like the fastest way to get dead. But like, I don't know. It's nice to feel like I make good plans and I trust them and I don't need to panic about every little thing. 7 fights left in the game. All right, Zephinia, fly us to Satopolis City. You got good. You know, Phoenix, I really think I did. You know, knock on wood and everything. There could always be that moment that turns my victory to ash on my tongue. But, like, fuck. For this next fight, we only need 3 Pokemon. We need Hamilton. We need Kalen. And we need Levi. And then we just need someone who can fly us home at the end of the day. 286. Do we have anything that's faster than that? We do. Well, not really. Well, kind of. Okay. Yeah, I think we just bring Sophia. Vaughn, the dick-sucking bass. Okay. What do we got? So, this is a fight I calced in my own time, but the thing is, this took literally 5 minutes. So that was Triathlete Kira. Battle Girl Helena, or Helen. Okay. Refresh. We need Arcanine. We need Bro, Slow. And we need Urshifu. So, the first Pokemon on their team is a very funny, very gimmicky Exeggutor. It has Psychic, Energy Ball, Explosion, and Endure. So essentially the gimmick is that it also has a Custat Berry and Harvest. So you hit it, like it clicks Endure, you hit it, you knock it down to 1 HP, it procs its Custat Berry, and then on the next turn it kills you. Thankfully, what we can do here is, truly all we need to do is, we click Flare Blitz. If it doesn't click Endure, it dies. If it does click Endure, it procs its Custat Berry, and then we finish it off with Extreme Speed. I don't know what to tell you. We are going to pre-damage Arcanine such that this Hawlucha sees a KO on it with Close Combat, so that's 254. And if it keeps clicking Endure, it will fail eventually. Like, we have 5 Extreme Speed PP. We could take a Lumberry if we wanted to. Okay, so Hawlucha comes in, sees a KO with Close Combat. It has Unburden, a Flying Gem, Acrobats, Swords Dance, Baton Pass. It's got the whole suite. We're gonna swap to Kalen. Kalen eats Hawluchas for lunch. It's her favorite treat. It's her favorite tasty treat. We obviously live Close Combat. We threaten a 1-hit KO with Future Sight. We Mega Evolve. We take an Acrobatics. We don't take that much damage. We slack off back to full HP. We set up a Future Sight. Once its Flying Gem is gone, Acrobatics literally can't, like, we can always slack off back to full. So we set up Future Sight. We slack off back to full. Future Sight hits Hawlucha. I would normally set up Future Sight and then use Psychic, but the problem is that Slowbro's kinda too good. Namely, it baits in every Pokemon on their team the same way. So we're gonna teach it Brick Break. But as you can see, at full HP, we are slower than Bisharp, but we outdamage it with Brick Break. We are slower than Cleavor, but we outdamage with Future Sight. We are slower than Mamoswine, but we outdamage with Future Sight. And we are slower than Cinderace, and we outdamage also with Future Sight. Which means they all have the same switch in AI. It's just faster than the opponent. So they send in Bisharp first. Bisharp has Iron Head, Sucker Punch, Knockoff, Substitute. This is where we get to do one of our very rare figure it out type lines. This Bisharp has no way to get its HP back, and it can't, like, Sucker Punch us forever. The nice thing is that, so once it hits the field, we always Brick Break turn 1. It's probably going for Sucker Punch, but if it goes for Substitute, we lose nothing. Also, we're already at full HP, right? And essentially, its highest damaging moves are Sucker Punch or Knockoff, so it's really easy to heal back to full, because half the time, we don't even take any damage from Sucker Punch. Now, the goal is to make sure, thankfully of these 3 Pokemon behind Bisharp, Kleavor does 62% with Skitter Smack, Mamoswine does at most 26% with Earthquake, and Cinderace does at most 33% with Sucker Punch. We are guaranteed to bait Kleavor in next, because it just does the most damage. Like, we only barely outdamage it with Future Sight. So essentially, we Brick Break Bisharp, and then we probably slack off back to full, and then we do like 1 or 2 more Brick Breaks. It'll eventually lose the ability to use Substitute, you know? Kleavor comes in, it's gonna click Skitter Smack, it can't click Baton Pass because it has no stat changes, and it can't click Agility because it's faster than us. So, it also has Sheer Force, so Skitter Smack doesn't actually drop stats, and Rock Slide doesn't actually risk flinches. Not that it matters, because we're going to hard swap to Urshifu. Urshifu swaps in on Skitter Smack, taking at most... Oh, this is the fight where we do get to level up Shifu to 99. So, you know, that's fun. And we want to equip Urshifu with a Choice Scarf. So, we come in on a Skitter Snack, assuming it crits. We take 129 damage, 330 minus 129, brings us down to 201. We then outspeed, none of its moves have priority. We 3-hit KO with Surging Strikes. We threaten a fast 3-hit KO on Mamoswine, and we threaten a fast 3-hit KO on Cinderace. So, they send in Mamoswine next. Mamoswine hits the field, goes for Ice Shard, assuming it crits. It does at most 45 damage, bringing us down to 156. We then 3-hit KO Mamoswine with Surging Strikes. Last in is Cinderace. Now, the gimmick with Cinderace, it has Sucker Punch, so we're not actually going to be hitting it. We aren't actually able to KO it with Surging Strikes, because it'll turn into a Dark type before we can do that. But we're choice locked into Surging Strikes. So, a crit Sucker Punch does at most 70. And then we use Surging Strikes into Dark type Cinderace. And we do at most a, like, 84.9%. Literally can't kill because we can't crit. But then on the following turn, there's a 50% chance it just doesn't click Sucker Punch. And even if it does, and it crits, that's another 70. Bringing us down to 16 HP. And then we kill with our second round of Surging Strikes. And it's 4 Surging Strikes, we have 5 PP, so we're always fine. It's very funny. And if Cinderace somehow sets up Substitute for some reason, Surging Strikes breaks through Substitute, because it hits a bunch. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we will bring Vaughn as our sack fodder in case something goes wrong. Where are you, Vaughn? And we will bring, I don't know, who else fucking beats these guys' asses, right? Like... Yeah, Garchomp kind of rocks these guys. I'll bring Varley. And then for a flying type, can't use Mega Aerodactyl. Yeah, let's bring, like... not Noivern. Well, actually, Noivern can get past substitutes, thanks to Infiltrator. Just like all these guys have Sucker Punch or like an Ice type priority move, so I don't want to risk bringing Dragapult and then dying. Yeah, we'll just bring Latias. Sophia's bulky. We can also level her up to 99. Just for funsies. Okay. Yeah, so I'll swap out Zephynia for Garchomp. Sorry, for Varley. Put some respect on that name. You don't need to be here, but I'm glad you are. Like, the nice thing is that if literally anything goes wrong, Kalen just kind of fixes it. Because Mega Slowbro's busted. Like, I really understand why you don't get Slowbro until the end of the game. And it's optional. Like, I have no reason to level these guys up to 99 necessarily, but, like, if they're my backup in case something goes wrong, like... Okay, so we do need to go teach Kalen Brick Break. We are really justifying the existence of the Punch Tutor. Farewell, Icy Wind. Yeah, no, definitely glad we didn't have to teach Kalen Growl for Veto. I'm really glad we have all of her flex slots available for these fights. Yeah. Free damage, Arcanine to 254. Slot 1. 254. Also confirming, Custat Berry just sets you to max of your current speed bracket. Holder moves first within its priority bracket when at a quarter max HP or less. Yeah. Cool. Close combat from Hawlucha comes out to 254. Nice. Yeah, and I think, honestly, I'm just going to give Hammy a Citrus Berry. Since it obviously won't proc at the start of the fight. There's no scenario in which it takes damage before Hawlucha comes in. Kalen needs Slowbronite. Give her Funny Rock. Levi needs the Choice Scarf. Sophia will give... I almost want to give her like an Assault Vest or something. We can just give her a Citrus Berry. Barley can also have a citrus berry. And then Vaughn's just here. It's the only guy on their team that can click knockoff is the one stuck fighting Slowbro. 254 HP. You should know Brick Break. You do. Choice Scarf, Surging Strikes with 5 PP. Yeah, that's kind of it. So, question, who's the run and what kind of buns we talking about? Like Hawaiian buns or like a sweet bun? You know, that's a good question. You're gonna have to ask Dexa. I know this game, I mean, girl uncritically regurgitating information she got from a Peach Shell video. But it's like, I guess this game was named like in the old style of ROM hack naming, where I guess it's like in reference to one of Dex's friends, I think, but I don't know the story there. And how's the run? Well, considering that Saturday is probably going to be our E4 day, it's been going. It's been going. Oh my lord, I can English. We can all only barely. God, that's so real of you. Confirming, repellent is deactivated. Repellent is activated. And the Pokemon in the front of our party is level 90 or higher. Yeah. Hop. God, why am I so calm? This is very surreal. I do think we're probably going to go a little over the 3-hour mark. You have a good boy up front. One would say one of the best. I love Arcanine. Hamilton has served us well. There's a reason he's... I think Hamilton is #1 on our kill sheet. An absolutely incredible hound. The pupper of all time. And about to rack up some more. That's true. And by some more, 1. But it's a very important one. That Executor is really annoying. All right. Check my maps. He's not that far ahead. "100% if you have Rockhead and Head Smash like new games, wreaking havoc since '99. Yeah, no, Hamilton is guaranteed to have Rockhead, I believe. Citrus Berry, just in case. Flare Blitz and Extreme Speed, pre-damage to 254. Full HP, level 99, has Slowbronite, has Slack Off, knows Brick Break, has Future Sight. Surging Strikes and Choice Scarf Lamau. Cold Certainty of Math, send it. Next up, Battle Girl Helen. She sends out Executor, we send out Hamilton. We don't show it to Chaos, there's a chance it clicks Endure, but that's fine. We're gonna click Flare Blitz. If it doesn't click Endure, we one-tap it. It clicked Endure. Zoink Scoop, he's trying to gimmick us. He's got a Custat Berry, which will let him go first at the end of, or on next turn. Never mind, he got burned, Lamau. Get fucked. Fuck you, Executor. All right. Next up is Halucha. Halucha sees a KO with close combat. This prevents it from clicking Swords Dance. We're going to swap to Kalen. Even if it were to somehow click Acrobatics and crit with it, we're still fine. Ow, ow, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. Drops its defenses, not that that matters, though we do, of course, threaten a one-hit KO with a bunch of different things. All right, we are going to Mega Evolve. We are going to slack off to full HP. The first Acrobatics hits the hardest because it has Flying Gem. After that, it loses it. It has Baton Pass, though notably the speed boost it gets from Unburden does not count for, whatchamacallit. The speed boost it gets from Unburden isn't Baton Passable. Okay, we're gonna click Future Sight. Okay, now we just click Slack Off until that goes off. Yoink. Slack Off hits. We show slow out damage to every Pokemon on their team. So they're just gonna come out in party order, which means Bisharp is in next. I often am making this noise. In comes Bisharp. Bisharp is gonna go for Sucker Punch or Substitute. We're gonna click Brick Break. There's also a small chance it goes for Knockoff. Went for Knockoff. Obviously, we can't have our Mega Stone knocked off. Cool. We are going to Slack Off. Hilarious. And hopefully we KO. Incredibly funny sequence. All right. It's party order even, though honestly, I think at our current HP, we might actually show Kleavor a kill, but Kleavor's who we're trying to bait in anyways, so. It's Kleavor. Is there a reason why it's knocking off? It's a dark type move that does, Knock Off and Sucker Punch have overlapping damage ranges. Sucker Punch does more, but sometimes it sees that Knock Off does more, and it's just kind of a coin toss. But Kleavor hits the field, sees that its highest damaging move into Slowbro is Skitter Smack, so it's going to click that. We are going to swap to Levi. Because of sheer force, Skitter Smack doesn't drop our special attack, but even if that wasn't the case, it wouldn't matter. How? Skitter my snacks. All right, we're faster than it. Surging Strike skills. Crit mattered. Crit mattered. Next in is Mamoswine, because we threaten a fast kill to both it and Cinderace. Because Mamoswine sees that we fast kill it, it is going to click Ice Shard to get in a little damage before it goes down. It does at most 9% without a crit. Urshifu Rapid Strikes is a balanced and fair Pokemon. Last in is Cinderace, who, in a desperate attempt to not get one shot, is going to click, oh right, White Herb restoring death status, is going to click Sucker Punch, which will actually save it. We can't one-hit KO with Dark-type Cinderace, but that's fine, we just KO it on the next turn. Restoring death status text is such a funny bug. I know, right? Yeah, we're choice locked into Surging Strikes. It'll go for one more Sucker Punch. It's fine. Technically, it was only a 50% chance to go for Sucker Punch. One trainer stands between us and Body Press. Four crits in a row, so lucky. No, you forget Cleavor. That was, if you count Cleavor and Mamoswine, that was 3, 6, 9, 10 crits in a row. I don't know how to do math. Shut up. All right. Let's heal up with Mom. Gonna save the game just in case something somehow happens. Okay. So, small thing is that we do need to technically, I said I calced all the fights, and that was like kind of a white lie, because I know how this next fight goes, but I haven't actually written it down. Say hello to Ninja Boy Jack and his team of gimmicks. So, for this fight, I believe we need Gyarados, Mega Gyarados, Armaldo. Armaldo, where are you? Armaldo, Corviknight, Turtonator, and Roserade. Behold the Dream Team. Oh, and Urshifu. Where's Urshifu? There we go. Okay. So, the gimmick here is that he's got a bunch of transforming Pokemon. Oh, I can also, hold on, hop into here real quick. And delete Battle Girl Helen. Jesus. We're almost done. All right. Last optional is a Zoroark fight. Well, no, that's the gimmick, right? Zoroark can disguise itself as other Pokemon. Ditto can transform into other Pokemon. Kecleon has color change. Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet feels spiritually like a transformed Pokemon like me. You're fighting yourself, right? You know, because counter and encore, Destiny Bond, Mirror Coat. So, what we are going to do is we are going to pre-toxic Gyarados versus Weirdeer. It sees that its highest damaging move is Psychic. We are going to take an Intimidate to drop our attack, which is unfortunate. But we are going to then Mega Evolve into Mega Gyarados, and we are going to hit really hard with Crunch. It does have an Eye of Papa Berries, so let me confirm really quickly. I'm pretty sure we still kill through that. Yeah, because that's just an HP restore. I think we like barely guarantee 2-hit KO. 330 divided by 2 is 165. So 165 plus 330 comes out to 495 minus 254. Minus 254 is negative 13. Yeah. Okay. There's also a chance we one-tap it if we crit. So we do have to pre-damage Gyarados a little extra. But we outspeed Weirdeer, we Mega Evolve to avoid Psychic because we become a Dark type, we do a bunch of damage with Crunch, potentially KOing, and then on the following turn, we are faster than Weirdeer, and we hit with Crunch. Simple as. Now we want to make sure that once all is said and done, 1 or 2 ticks of Toxic put us into low kick range from Zoroark. Thankfully, Sucker Punch and Knockoff are so weaker compared to it that there's, like, no issue there. So Zoroark comes in for low kick. We are going to swap to Armaldo. And we're going to do something funny. We're going to do a trick you very rarely get to enjoy in Run and Bun. We are going to delete all of Armaldo's moves but Leech Life. No move. No move. No move. Leech Life. No move. Export. Import. The reason being is that Leech Life is all we need to kill a Zoroark, right? So we come in, we take a low kick. We want to have no held item also. Export. Import. And yeah, we take a low kick. We then take either a Sucker Punch or a knockoff. It varies. And then we hit with Leech Life. Now, essentially, we just need to make sure that, because once we KO Zoroark, Ditto and Wobbuffet both have a default +2 for their, when they get swapped in, right? So, a +2 in the switch-in AI is a AI Pokemon is slower than the players and deals more damage than it takes. So, there is only one Pokemon on their team that is faster than Armaldo, and it is Kecleon. So we just need to make sure that our Armaldo shows that it does more damage to Kecleon than it does to us after we KO Zoroark. So, first things first, Zoroark loses 2 ticks of HP to Life Orb. So that is 248 minus 24 minus 24 is 200. Now, we know that Armaldo is coming in on low kick, confirming that low kick is the weight-based move. Yeah. Out of curiosity, what is Armaldo's weight? I know that low kick can be like an annoying bugged move. 68.2 kilograms, so grass knot base power is 80, or sorry. Less than 100, okay, yeah. Very unlikely that we experience low kick damage bug. So, we take low kick, we lose 92 HP, so that's 268 minus 92, brings us down to 176. It's then, assuming it goes for Sucker Punch, it can't crit because we have Battle Armor. See? So if it goes for Sucker Punch, we lose another 121. Ditto scores a +3 because it outspeeds you? Wait. That's really funny. I mean, we're planning on baiting in Ditto either way. Really? Hold on, I need to confirm that with thankfully it shouldn't matter. Because the only thing we need to worry about is making sure that Ditto comes in at the right time. Hold on, I gotta ask Dexcord about that. I just heard that Ditto and Wob have additive scores for switch in. Is that real? If they outspeed, do they actually have a +3? That's really funny. Like, again, thankfully it doesn't matter. We have calced around this. Okay. I think it's at the bottom of the AI switch-in dock. You know, I never noticed the as long as they're not slower and OHKO'd. Huh. Damn, I'm really lucky this never fucked me. Because I had been operating under the assumption that they are always +2 no matter what in every situation. They have the same scores as normal, but with +2. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Crazy to learn this on the final fight in the game that has a Ditto or Wobbuffet in it. Oh, interesting. Jack's just linked a version of the doc that's a little different than mine. Most things outspeed Wob and Ditto, to be fair, but yeah, people have absolutely lost mons to that. Yeah. If they had damaging moves, they could get +7. Goated. Okay. Thankfully, again, shouldn't matter. Because, yeah, we're baiting in Zoroark for a fast kill on Gyarados. I think that's more than +2. So, point is, Armaldo KOs Zoroark, goes down to 55 HP, and then we get 200 divided by 2, which is a nice easy 100. So the lowest our HP can possibly be is 155. We are faster than Ferrothorn. Funny enough, I actually don't think even if Kecleon outdamaged us, it could swap in then, but it doesn't, because Drain Punch does 64, and that is 64 divided by 155 is 41.2%, which is less than what we threaten with Leech Life. So, Wobbuffet is apparently +3, Ditto is apparently +3, Wob is still +2, Ferrothorn is only +2 because it outdamages, but it's slower than us. And Kecleon is just +1 because it's only faster. So Ditto comes in, transforming into our Armaldo that only knows Leech Life. We are going to swap to Corviknight. It copies our Armaldo at level 100 with Bright Powder, notably. Thankfully, we have Smart Strike. Smart Strike does a lot of damage. So we can just click Smart Strike, then Roost, click Smart Strike, then Roost. Hold on, actually, if we... Yeah, okay, even if we Roost, the increased damage we take from Leech Life doesn't offset our healing. But, like, we're fine. We essentially, like, 2 to 3 hit KO this guy. Once we KO you... we show... likely... fast... Oh, hold on. Yeah, the important thing is that their Ferrothorn sees an out damage on us. Wait a second. Why does Power Whip do more than Knockoff? Have I been running these numbers before with, like... Wait, hold on. What? What the fuck? What were the... Why was Ferrothorn all fucked up? Okay, yeah. So Ferrothorn comes in, it sees that its highest damage move is Knockoff, it could also go for Curse. It has Quick Claw and Explosion. This is the last risk in Run and Bun. It should be. We are going to swap to Turtonator. Turtonator is going to one-tap it with Overheat. It's fine if it clicks Curse. We're targeting its special defense. We're fine if it clicks Knockoff twice. We're still good. If it explodes, we lose Turtonator. I would equip Turtonator with a Chilean Berry to reduce the damage of normal type attacks. Unfortunately, we're swapping in on a knockoff, so we lose the berry anyways. So kinda pointless. We are still going to level her up to 99 and give her no held item. Though it would be really funny to swap her in with TM37 Swagger on like knockoff and or explosion, but no. We swap in Turtonator, Ferrothorn, ideally we KO it, and the important thing is that after dropping our special attack by 2 stages, Kecleon is faster than us. I learned that Wobbuffet is apparently faster than us. So that means that Wobbuffet does actually have a +3 to switch in. Kecleon, I believe, is also a +3. Faster than the players and deals more damage than it takes. Kecleon, after we drop our stats, sees 22% with Drain Punch, and that's not even counting the damage we took. So Kecleon will come in for kind of whatever. It should be Drain Punch, but it could be Knockoff. Essentially, we're just going to hard swap to... Who can we hard swap to? It's kind of annoying. The plan was to hard swap to Gyarados and then get back to Urshifu, but... Because it's Shadow Tag. I don't know, is there a Ghost type I can beat you with? Probably not, because you have Knockoff and Sucker Punch. Yeah, essentially the idea is to swap to Gyarados. And then we're baiting typically Drain Punch or Power Up Punch. Swap to Urshifu so that way we don't take Knockoff. One tap this thing with Close Combat. Urshifu is equipped with Shed Shell. Export. Import. We KO Kecleon. Last in is Wobbuffet. We swap to Roserade thanks to Shed Shell. We click Toxic. We do our final click Toxic into Wobbuffet. If Roserade can successfully kill a Wobbuffet with Grassy Terrain and Leftovers with Toxic, I assume we can KO one that just has Leftovers. So, let's write it all down. Level up. Yeah, so we're going to level up Gyarados, because there's kind of no reason not to. Same for Roserade and Turtonator. Level up, honestly, all party members to 99. Pre-toxic year. Hold on. So I guess I just need to confirm. Yeah, because all we're doing is decreasing the damage of these moves. So yeah, it's always still Psychic. Cool. Pre-damage year 2. So we need to make sure that we're always in low kick range after 1 tick of toxic damage. Your Turtonator is also slower than Wob, right? Yeah, it is. We did check. Kecleon is a +3. Wobbuffet is a +3. We're always getting Kecleon in. Though it would be really funny for Wobbuffet to come in and then, like, click Explosion on it. That would kind of go hard. Honestly, no, because we'll lose our held item no matter what. Okay. Delete all of Arma moves, but L-Life. Pre-toxic gear, pre-damage gear to confirm 99. The engine recommends sacking 6 here. Ideally, we sack 0. Potentially, we sack 1. I'd trust Stockfish. Hush. Alright. So... 1 tick of Life Orb, or 1 tick of Toxic damage. 301 divided by 16 is 18. So 203 plus 18... is 221. Because there's a very real chance, yeah. We 1-tap Weird Ear if we crit. That's fine, though. And then, assuming at that rate we're at 203 minus 301 divided by 8 is 37. So 203 minus 37 brings us down to 116. Still well above Sucker Punch and Knockoff range. You sure you don't outdamage Kecleon with Explosion? What do you mean? Explosion isn't taken into the calculation, what? What? The switch in AI doesn't calc explosion, right? Right? Hannah, please answer me. You're fucking with me, right? Is it not highest damage? Yeah, it's highest damage, but the AI expressly does not take explosion into account when calculating its switch in and your switch in. Not for their mons, but yours do, if I recall correctly? There's no fucking way. Yeah, that's only once it hits the field. Interesting. I'm like, there's no way this has been a thing for the entire fucking run, and I never got punished for it. It's simply improbable. Yeah, you can prevent setup with it that way? I love Pokémon Emerald Run and Bun. Are you fucking me? It sounds like Turtle. It's insane that I'm still learning things. Zach used Explosion Driftlin to prevent Tab 2 lags from cursing. That's crazy. Yeah, it sounds like it's kind of strictly upside. Like, there's no real downside to having that because since it's not factored into switching, it's just when they're on the field. Like, that's crazy. Pre-damage geared to 221. Yeah, there's a very small chance we end up losing, like, Gyarados. But, like, we're fine. Oh, wait, no, we can use Corviknight. Yeah. Kecleon oh, wait, that's Drain Punch crit. Kind of dubious, but it's fine. It's fine. We just want to make sure we swap our Shifu in on something that isn't knockoff. Also hilarious that this is not a Protean Kecleon, it is a color change Kecleon. Hilarious ability. Let me confirm it really quickly. This Pokemon's type changes to match the type of the last move that hit it, unless that type is already one of its types. This effect applies after all hits from a multi-hit move. This effect is prevented if the move have a secondary effect removed by the Sheer Force ability. I love Sheer Force. Useful knowledge, buried and only uncovered 6 months after winning. What I could have done to save Lycanroc. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Equip Gear with Gyarados. Equip Arma with nothing. Equip Corv with nothing. Equip Turt with nothing. Equip Ursh with Shed Shell. And I just really want to quickly confirm something. Our Roserade at level 99 versus our own Urshifu. Okay. We always kill with Magical Leaf. Good. We just got to delete Ice Punch off its move list. I'm like paranoid of like, what if I accidentally somehow contrive a situation where Ditto comes in and transforms into my Urshifu? And I just want to make sure that Roserade can take that shot if she needs to. Okay. So yeah, we just got to Toxic Air. Teach, Ursh, V-Break. Why use Rose? Roserade is for beating Wobbuffet with Toxic. Let your Shifu win the 1v1. It's the better one. You're not wrong. Yeah, and now that I think about it, their Urshifu is 1 level higher than mine, so they would close combat into me, dropping their defenses so I could KO them with my close combat. It's like how they tactically underlevel your Zekrom or Reshiram in Black and White, so that way when you fight N and inevitably click Fusion Bolt or Fusion Flare, you get to use the boosted version of the move because your guy is slower. Also, I should make sure teach Corp Smart Strike. Open with Gear, Mega, Evo, and 2-hit KO with Crunch. Swap to Zoro. Swap to Arma, OHKO with L-Life. Swap to Dit. Swap to Corv, 3-hit KO with S-Strike. Because we have to remember it is getting a little bit of healing every turn. Swap to Pharaoh. Sorry, just Fair. Swap to Turt and OHKO with Overheat. Swap to Keckle. Swap to Yer. Swap to Ursh. OHKO with Combat. Swap to Wob. Swap to Rose. Use Toxic. Or I guess spam Toxic until KO. And that's the last line. And I think we've got plenty of time to run it. Big ups to Levi for being a key member in all of these fights. I know, shocking. Newt, welcome to stream. Buddy, you are about to see the last fight before the Elite Four. So let's see. We'll go to Mauville because I know we need Brick Break Tutor. And confirming, I did all that math, assuming Gyarados was level 99, right? Yeah, nice. 99, 99. Get Roserade up to 99. But do we have time to bun it? We do, in fact, have time to bun it. I've been bunning it literally for like the past 2 hours. My head was kind of cold today, so I threw on the bunny hat. So, chat, there is a very real possibility that we have to lose Gyarados, and that would be quite sad, but unfortunately, them's just the dice. But it shouldn't. I believe. And again, there's also a chance we lose Turtonator. I think there has only been a single Roserade in this game that was not KO'd. Or there's only been a single Wobbuffet in this entire game that was not KO'd by Roserade, and it was the one in Victory Road. Okay, so first, how can I help you? Forget a move. Oh, I hope it plays the funny forget a move sound. Yeah, good stuff. Theme of Forgore. That's great, I like that. We just keep lobotomizing our fossil Pokemon. First it was Caracosta, now it's Armaldo. Brick Break on Levi. Just to make sure Levi doesn't have Ice Punch. Tucker only remembers how to suck. Taking lessons. Too much time spent with the notorious dick-sucking bass. Alright, let's get everyone up to 99. Extremely notorious bass. America's most wanted bass. Alright, does Willow currently know Smart Strike? Roost Fog, cool. Okay. Give Aramaya Gyarados. No item for Tucker, because it's going to knock off would do too much damage. No item for Willow, because she's going to be... No, I can give Willow an item. Yeah, I can totally give her a Citrus Berry or something. I'll give her a Metal Coat for funsies. Wait, I could give her the Rocky Helmet. That's funny. Because it keeps hitting us with Leech Life, so it takes damage when it does that. Sybil needs no item. Levi needs the Shed Shell. On second thought, no, I'm not going to give Willow... I'm just thinking about, like, if something goes wrong, I don't want to accidentally get the Rocky Helmet knocked off. That is an endgame mandatory item for us. Metal Coat. Metal Coat works all the same. Like, funny as it is, I just don't want to take any risks I don't need to. Okay. I'm just gonna do the, like, damage preset for Gyarados once we get to the trainer. Okay. Everyone is level 99. Willow knows Smart Strike. Levi knows Brick Break. And Tucker only has Leech Life. We are going to pre-toxic, pre-damage Aramaya in a minute. Gyarados, no held item. Metal Coat, no held item. Shed Shell, Citrus Berry. Hashtag save Tucker. Faulty, did you see my fucking Bethany clip? Because I gotta say, the only thing that ascends past Tucker living Bethany was my Walrein living against a Mega Swampert. We have some certified survivors in this box. Heal everyone first. Okay. Let's get it. Okay, good. I think we can talk to Jack to break his disguise. I probably have, but I've ingested hundreds of clips a week through various servers and DMs. That's true. And don't even fucking worry about it, Chief. The comment of save Tucker made me be like, oh, because we planned on sacking our Armaldo to Bethany, but through a very improbable sequence of events, he lived. So I was like, oh yeah, I guess you must be aware of that. All right. Okay. Chat, please do not let me forget to talk sick, my guy. So Maldo E4 then. I considered Maldo E4, but the guy we're bringing E4 for the green box is does some cool shit. I'm very excited for our green check. Assuming someone hasn't secretly gotten it while I've been taking forever to get here, but... like, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned... again, you probably have thousands of people talking to you about this shit, but I know I've definitely mentioned to you who I'm planning on bringing. Though don't tell chat if you remember. Yeah, I know what it is. Good. Okay. We always save before the trainer we just beat, just in case. Okay. I assume he only activates when I walk south of him. You see that golden Pokeball, folks? That's what we're here for. Okay, so tools, scripting. Guess confirming Gyarados is in slot 1. Gyarados is in slot 1. Pre-toxic. Slot 1. Pre-damage. Slot 1, 221. Okay. Just confirming my Gyarados math one last time, because that's the only thing that's kind of like, So, Gyarados at... so, 301 divided by 16 is 18. 221 minus 18 comes out to 203. Which is, in fact, Zoroark damage. Cool. And then we might take 2 ticks. We just have to account for in case we crit. Okay. Final vibe check. Gyarados, pre-toxicked, 221 HP. Holding Gyarados, nose crunch. Honestly, crunch should be in the second move slot. It's functionally its second stab. Tucker, no held item, only knows Leech Life. Metal Coat on Willow, has Smart Strike, has Roost if she needs it, but she won't. Sybil has no held item, has Overheat. Levi has Shed Shell, has Close Combat. Rose has a Citrus Berry and Toxic. Trust in the cold certainty of math, baby. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, bum. All right, Ninja Boy Jack would like to battle. Sends out Weird Ear, we take out Gyarados. It gets off Intim, which is why we had to do the variable pre-damage, because it's not guaranteed that we one-hit KO or not. But we definitely two-hit KO even through Ayapapa Berry with Mega Gyarados. So, we are going to fight. We are going to Mega Evolve, we are going to Crunch. Weird Ear sees highest damage move as Psychic, so it's going to use that into our Dark-type body. We love an ankle break. We break the mold. Game close. Procs its Ayapapa Berry, that's fine. What? Wait. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? That's really funny. What? They fucked up and gave it the wrong berry? Okay. And now we KO with Crunch. We're faster. Huh. Yeah, Ayapapa Berry minus defense. I wonder how many people have seen that. All right, we take some Toxic. We're going to see Wobbuffet come in, but it's not Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet, you've got some Flicker? All right, so this is Zoroark. Zoroark is going to click Low Kick. Tucker takes like 30-something% from that. 34.3 at max. Okay. And now it's going to go for Sucker Punch. There's a chance it goes for Knockoff. They have pretty similar ranges. Either way, we're going to click Leech Life and KO. Medmouse, for one thing, she. And for a second, there is a script. There are multiple scripts for Run and Bun, but there is a separate one that I use that has commands for pre-damage, pre-toxic, and all that. That makes life a little easier. That being said, if I pre-toxic something, I still try to do it in front of a Pokemon Center, so we have to use, you know, healing items to heal back up. But we're at the end of the game, and I don't want to have to deal with that. Hi, Ditto. Ditto's battle armor. Hoo-yah. All right. Ditto has arrived. Ditto only knows Leech Life. We are going to swap to Willow. I'm here to build a bridge to your grave. That's a joke for one person. And sometimes that's the only person you gotta make jokes for. Okay. It has Bright Powder. It's level 100. We're just gonna click Smart Strike. Like a 2 to 3 hit KO. 2 hit KO. Faints coyly, and in Pride Month nonetheless. All right, and we KO with Smart Strike. Now, if I did everything correctly, Ferrothorn should barely see that it outdamages me with Knockoff, I think. I fucked up. Uh-oh. Huh. Yeah, no, I totally borked that. I mean, ultimately it's fine, it's just sad. Well, let's see if we can be funny. I'm gonna click Defog. No, I'm gonna click Roost. Counter. We're playing a shell game right now. I'm gonna click Smart Strike. That did a lot more damage than I thought it did. Oh yeah, I suppose 20% to Wobbuffet is still a lot of damage. How much PP does... No, I don't think we can PP stall counter. And counter does have 20 PP. Back up to full. Yeah, this is such an unfortunate fuck up right at the end. Because I can't swap you Willow, right? Yeah. I had considered giving Willow a Shed Shell too, is the thing. I'm trying to think. I can PP stall counter. Yeah. Yeah, let's click defog. Thing is, if it starts clicking Encore, things get weird, but... Yeah, no, Dungaron... hold on. Yeah, because its top move is Encore. Has it only used counter so far? Yeah, we haven't been Encored, and we definitely haven't seen Destiny Bond. Okay. Let's see if... Okay, let's see. Like, thankfully, this is the one fight where it truly doesn't matter if we fucked up. But counter is out of 20. Confirming in the trainer dock. It's... Oh, no, its top move is counter. Damn it. Yeah, we can't PP stall. It's got 32. We can get close, but... Yeah. What I was hoping for is maybe, like, if I could Smart Strike on the right turn and then, like, maybe get lucky with Brave Bird for KO, but I don't think we're going to be able to. Counter. So that's 3, that's 3, that's 3. So that's definitely 6 counters used. Counter. Yeah, because I think it knows we can KO ourselves with Brave Bird. Okay, there's an Encore. Yeah. Why did it just say, but it failed a bunch? 1, 2, 3. 1. Did getting Encored into defog not use any PP? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I know it's at min evasion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, defog fails, but it still uses up PP. Okay, we go for a Smart Strike. We can roost up to full. I'm sorry, Turtle. I fucked up and lost Willow at the end. This was really stupid of me, and I'm really sorry. Oh, 07. Okay, we hard swap to Rose. We click Toxic. We click Toxic. We click Toxic. We click Toxic. And we click Toxic. I'm sorry, Willow. Oh, that's a really sad one to lose right at the end. Okay, it's Ferrothorn. We're like in a very large air quotes steer right now. It should be fine though. Turtonator against Roserade. C's highest damage move is Knockoff, so it's gonna go for that, or it could go for Explosion. We're going to swap to Sybil. We just want to see this thing not explode. So Turtle, the thing that makes Wobbuffet scary is its ability Shadow Tag stops me from switching Pokemon unless I have a held item that allows me to switch, no matter what. Don't you fucking boom on me, Ferrothorn. Cool. I got too cocky. The one stream I got really confident. All right, last in is Kecleon. We now don't care if Kecleon hits or Shifu with knockoff because we don't need the shed shells. That was the last Shadow Tag Pokemon in the game, except for one. But we don't even need a shed shell for that one. So we can just hard swap to Levi. Confirming you are holding the shed shell. Yeah. Drain Punch. Okay. Willow sent to her death by her boss. It's only fitting. This was going to be such a triumphant stream. 5 fights, all done in sequence. I really had to lose one of my favorite fucking guys at the end. Everyone knows Ulara heals best from 0. It's true. Of all the 2 fucking guys to lose, it had to be Willow and Ulara. Just confirming I am safe to pick up that TM, right? Like, I'm not gonna accidentally, like, spark a trainer behind it. I do not believe it is possible. That's the optionals experience, losing friends right at the end. Alright. I'm saving just in case. If I somehow proc a trainer behind it, I'm just, like, reloading the save because, like, she can't walk behind that tree, but I'm worried she somehow can. We're gonna take the long walk back. That was literally our first calcing mistake since losing Kethri. That's really funny. Damn it. Just the E4 now. Just the E4 now. Holy shit. When is E4? I can now officially announce E4 is going to be this Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. Be there or be square, join the Discord. You're going to want to see it. I promise I calc more thoroughly in that. It's going to be at 10. My hair appointment's for noon on Friday, so I'm just going to sneak out during work for a little bit. Tell Anna I'm taking like I might be out for a few extra minutes. That's runandbun. What else can I say? Rest easy, friend. We're gonna go the distance. Can we put Willow next to Ulara? Can they be buddies? Oh, there's literally just Karaya between them. I have these organized based on, like, death order. That being said, though, we do get to do our favorite game one last time. Because this is the... this is the end. It's okay. They're like both gossiping with Karaya. I don't have anyone who can fly. It's fine. Look, chat, we established they're not actually dead. They're going into the long-term infirmary where they are in an indeterminate coma where they will be waken up at the very end by me once we beat the Elite Four. And they all come back. Everybody lives. Okay. Let's organize our squad one last time. Willow had an injury after a long, successful career and is taking her vacation days into retirement. Indeed. First up, and we still have Turtle. Quite literally your namesake. Like, I'm surprised that of the 3 Pokemon named for your honor, Turtle, the one that, like, we lost was Corviknight and not Togedemaru. Walrein. Where's Electros? Where the fuck is Jane? On the top, on the second. There she is. And we have the utility dragon. And Rose. And then we have Maisie. And then we have Talon. And then we have Argyros. And then we have Felice. And then we have, honestly, of all of the, inexplicably still alive Pokemon, Duchess has gone under the firing line so many times. Okay. Gyarados, Prim. Togedemaru have a tendency to die like hamsters, so I'm very glad Maisie made it to the end. After Aramaya is Sybil, who also gets to retire. Where are you, Varley? You're in box 2, aren't you? Varley. And then Wave. Who's after Wave? Greninja, and then... Oh, hey, there you are. And then Electrode. And then Delmise, Basculegion, would-be Willow. Sterling. Freaking it. Kalen. Chaucer. Dewdra. Micah. The Fane. Sly. Levi. Tucker. Helgathor? Yeah, Helgathor. Thessalia. Adeline goes there because after Thessalia is Leia, the tragically underutilized Togekiss. And then after Adeline is Dino. Dragapult, Latios, Vaughn, Rock. Karaya is gone. Biggie Feet. Latinas. Joro. Datus and April. My chipped Togekiss daughter. My chid. My chud. We have 2 heroes boxes, because they're both heroes. Now, chat, I do need to tab away for a second, so I'm going to send you all to the calc stream. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do... Okay, you can all look again. I now need to move these guys. Wait. No, I need to move them to the other direction. To these boxes. Unfortunately, we don't have a select multiple in this, so it's gonna take a second. But, yeah, because we have to do our team reveal next time. So I may as well get this set up now. Chat, I feel so bad for getting careless and losing Willow. I feel so bad. Like, oh, of all the Pokemon I had to fuck up and lose by mistake. There were so many things that could have beaten that Armaldo. We even foreshadowed it with the discussion about Ditto and Wobbuffet having weird priority conditions. That wasn't even at Dusk Phoenix. That was just me fucking up. It wasn't even that it was like, oh, it had one higher than we thought it did. No, I just was looking at the wrong numbers for Corviknight, I guess. I don't know why I thought fucking Ferrothorn did sufficient damage to swap in against it. I could have given her a shed shell. I had no reason not to give her a shed shell. And like, that's straight up gonna be haunting me tonight. It sounds so corny to be like, it's gonna haunt me, my mistakes are gonna haunt me for the rest of this. But like, genuinely though. Ay, Kilao, eh. I was really hoping there might have been a way to steer out of that. So why are we moving them to different boxes? Because we need to make sure that box 1 is empty tomorrow, so no one gets any spoilers for what Pokemon... Or not tomorrow, next week, so no one gets any spoilers for who is and is not on the team. Because I'm doing the standard team reveal. So I have 6 boxes currently made up, all with special names and backgrounds to introduce our, what should be our winning team. I will say though, I am proud. Prior to the Elite Four, we had sub 30 deaths. The fact that we had a single box death box, I'm really happy about. You're kidding me. Chat, I'm stupid. Well, that sure saved a lot of time. Thank you, Hannah. Six rare candies, 11 heart scales. TM for body press. The eject button. The Rocky helmet. And I do need to make some adjustments to our choice items, but we can get, well, no, I'll worry about it on Sunday or on Saturday. Nearly 1 year of my life has been dedicated to playing this game. It has been, like, basically my every waking thought for way too much time. And I'm really ready for that to be done. And with any luck, I'll do it. I'll do the big one. And we'll get to see the credits roll. The end of an era. A lot of you came here during this era. I was at probably less than 200 followers at the start of this era, or like barely at 200. I don't really know what to say. That's strange and very scary. Genuinely, like, kind of going into this new section of my streaming career, where I'm no longer a Nuzlocke YouTuber, is like, oh, I have to figure out what I'm doing now. That's kind of crazy. But we'll figure it out. We'll be fine. I said not to do this era, and I was wrong, and this was great, and you had a fantastic run. Thank you, Phoenix. I'm sorry. Hold on. I just need to... Can the Toga Kisses please stop having raucous gay sex? Thank you. None of my people are live right now. I see Absoltastic is currently up, so I'll set the raid into him. /raid Absoltastic. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard on Saturday. Be there, be square, be in for a good time. It should be pretty cool. I hope it's gonna be cool. I really, really hope it's gonna be cool. Thanks so much for doing all this with me, folks. Catch y'all in the next one. Until then, I have been April. She has been May. You have all been incredible. And I'll see y'all Saturday. No stream this Thursday. I take a break. Bye, y'all. And ending.